I still can't understand American logic, because when it comes to most prosperous time in the history of United States, it was actually not 2016 up to this day, but it was in reality Barack Obama presidency, where all technologies possible was created, all the goods was created in the last, computers, smartphones, provided people access to very fast internet, and therefore to many technologies was invented. Cars was brilliant, almost self-driving, etc. And also dealing with the crisis of 2007, Barack Obama did a good job and did not let another crisis happen. So it means that most prosperous era of life for average citizens in United States was Barack Obama presidency, and Americans hate Barack Obama. Americans trumping and promoting individual businessmen, entrepreneurship, etc. They praising the Musk that he's doing all right, he's cool and all. They loving Steve Jobs, who did not invent anything at all, absolutely anything. Absolutely nothing was invented by Steve Jobs, and yet they hate Bill Gates. They hate Bill Gates, the most prosperous, the most successful businessman in the history of new informational technologies, who not only create a company that took over the world in terms of operating system, but also he created a corporation that today providing him ability to make more money than even simple fucking retailer Jeff Bezos. And at least he creates something. And this goes to everything, literally everything, and I can't understand it. You can, I don't know, you can tell me that Obama created Obamacare, Bill Gates want to chip you, or something along those lines. But when you declaring one thing and then go against everything you believe to blame or bashing on people that you're supposed to be absolutely promoting, saying how great they are, etc., and turn back to people who did not create anything, did not invent anything, did not really make the money, but simply selling you snake oil, like Musk, like Trump, like Steve Jobs. They simply selling you a snake oil. There is nothing special about iPhones or Mac computers. Absolutely nothing special. There is nothing special about Elon's Tesla or the SpaceX. Absolutely nothing special about it. All those technologies was years and years created years and years before. Donald Trump did nothing at all to change the course of economy. And it's just the primary examples of how American logic is fucked up. As I wanted to write in the post, Americans remind me of of children whose reality is just simply falling apart, and they trying to, keep it together somehow. It's still fall apart, but they still trying to keep it together somehow. The reality falling apart because it based on nothing. It's based on absolutely nothing but fairy tales. It's falling apart, and yet they they still trying to keep it all together somehow. So this glass, wonderful many-colored glass, still provide them with this rainbow beautiful picture, and it doesn't happen, and I can't understand it. I can't. This is simply baffling me, and something that I can't understand is always inspire me to ask questions, do the research, etc., etc. How the hell Americans able to mix it up together, bullshit and lies, and declaring that bullshit and lies is truth and all truth is bullshit and lies, and make it up somehow, make it up some kind of logic out of it. It's simply absolutely baffling my mind, and I can't understand that. How is all of it even make sense to you? This just ridiculous for me. And for many people in the world, it's just ridiculous how American makes sense of all of it. For example, this idea of reign of individuality, when in reality they themselves living in communities, at least family is also a small community, living in communities, used products produced by communities, used commonly produced, or not commonly, I don't know, produced by some, again, community or social group products, living in country that is social, community, one way or another, living in the world that interconnected, where people join in groups on social media, talking to each other, adding up each other to the friends in social media, watching the videos of other groups of people, voting Republicans, Democrats, Green Party, Social Democrats, doesn't matter, and still trying to say that individuality somehow reign over the group of the people, like society or something. That makes no fucking sense to me at all. Even modern inventions, since creation of the DDoS, it's not one-man job. Nothing is one-man job. Even if someone has some idea, they group up together in, again, community, in some social group, in some group at least, in collective. They join together in collective and trying to make something happen out of this idea. Because today, and 30 years ago, single man can't do the job. Just simply can't. Not mentioning the police who protect them, not mentioning the army who protect them, not mentioning the political elites who provide their standard of living. All those collectives, you live in collectives, you use products produced by collectives and technologies produced by collectives, you live in collective that is society or state. And yet somehow it makes sense to you that individuality reigns over the society or collective. That makes all those things, they makes zero, no, not zero. They have minus million of sense. It's like absolutely against every logic possible. Even the woman's logic is just simply, nervously smoking in the side. It's just ridiculous how Americans is. Not that they're stupid, but they are.